Hello and welcome to another episode of The Electric Norwegian. I'm Mats. Finally, I must say, we're in the Nissan Arya. A car which I've been waiting a long time to be testing. It's first impressions, very good. I fiddle a bit with the screen because, got to get the phone connected. I love the interior of this one. Some very good ideas here. We'll get to them. I like this instrument cluster. It's very easy to read and very customizable as well, which is two big pluses in my book. So we're gonna do the usual thing. We're gonna do the round, and then on the way we're gonna talk about the car. It's the 1,200 kilometers, so basically brand new. Actually, that was a lot. This is a demo car. It's pretty new as well. But I know they've been extremely busy with these demonstrators. That's why I haven't been able to get hold of one, because they've been out all the time. So just one thing I noticed. We're at 69%. And I indicated 220 kilometers of range. So that would imagine then that this is the smaller battery. Given that we're at 70%, we're having below 300 kilometers. I'm not worried in any way, we're going to be just fine. First impressions are comfortable, nice, pleasant. I got the lumbar support going. Yeah, sit nice. Very quiet in here. Interior ambiance is just, it's so nice. And this is a Nissan. This is the people that gave you the Nissan Leaf, everybody, and the Nissan crap and all that stuff. And I come up with this one. I can try it, have a look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Couldn't see very much of it, but still. The lights here, the flowing lines. I must say, I like this thing. There's a lot of space here. I mean, I'm sitting behind myself. I'm 5'6", or was it 6'1" or something. And we have supposed to have an armrest. Yes, with a couple of those. And no pass through here. You have a climate, you have your USBs, not USB-C, I think they're USB-A's, but that's okay. Nice wooden grain look. It actually feels good as well. The materials in here really feels very nice and pleasant. I'm sorry about the light. I can sit quite comfortably behind myself, and they've lifted this because they have the height to the roof. They have lifted the seat, so you actually sit okay with the legs as well. And the materials, leather or padded, and everything you touch in this car seems very nice. On the boot, there's a lot of space here on both sides. You have under here more space, and this you can split it, so you can have, like, if you need to put bags somewhere or something. That's very nice. And of course, it's automated. Well, another thing, very big door openings on both front and the rear. You don't have very much space under here, you just have a charge pad. It's a bit of a lost opportunity, but okay. The rest of it, however, your e-pedal, and they're tactile, so yeah, and this one lights up when you have a charger, a phone in the charger. Cup holders, screens, buttons, of course. Feel okay. Feel a little bit cheap, actually. A little bit plasticky, these ones. But apart from that, and these piano black, everything else feels rather okay and very decent to use. And these buttons are, but you just put it in auto, don't you? Of course you do. But the wood grain and the materials and it all looks, I've been saying this for a while now, that the interior of the Nissan Arya is much better than, for instance, the Toyota fax machine, and I stand by that. And here you have a decently quick car. Oh, they have Alexa. Well, imagine that. And weather support, and this is really nice. So if I just tell it to navigate to Oslo, for instance, will it tell me chargers? I don't need to charge, but you know, still. It tells you what you'll arrive with and everything. Climate controls here with your automatic heaters and heated front windshield. It is, I think, yes, it is. I must say this is a big jump up from the old Leaf. This can really be put up to be however you want it. You can't see this, but there's no storage down there, it's just carpets. And this light is, it actually doesn't disturb you. You have this sort of looks, I don't know what it looks like. It just gives this nice ambience to the car, particularly on a dark day like today. And the consumption is 208 watt-hours per kilometer in the pouring rain like this, with the climate control running. Oh yeah, another thing. You have here on the side, you have day mode, night mode, and you go to the cameras. I think it's a well executed cabin. Okay, the lights are okay. They're far from bad, but not exactly exceptional either. But I have the feeling this might be some cheaper lights, because there's no automation on the high beam, but I mean they're okay. They work, and they're far from the worst lights I've seen. I was wrong. I found the chip computer here now. Since I picked the car up, we have an average consumption of 235 watt-hours, which isn't really that bad considering it's been stationary for a while I was filming the interior. And well, the weather, you can see how it is. It's not very nice, and all this water takes its toll on the consumption. But all in all, it's a little bit difficult to judge this one because I don't really see the right corner at all. I have no idea what the car is. Of course, that's a matter of getting to know the car. It's just very scary right now in the dark, in these conditions. That's how it is. It's really quiet in here. Now on the motorway, of course, as you can see. I'm doing 115 on the cruise control. It has adaptive cruise. It has some steering helping me to steer thingy. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it works. Good. It didn't work on the country roads. So I've done a very good job keeping the tire noise down to a minimum. It's a bit of wind noise and from the big mirrors, because they really are big. Consumption is 250 watt-hours per kilometer with 50%. No worries on the range front. Just the comfort of this thing. It rides so well and it's so quiet. I'm thinking about the Toyota, the B4Z, whatever it's called. They don't fix that, so I'm gonna try and get a run in that as well, preferably quickly, so I can compare them, because these are competitors. And I sit in here and I look around, and it is Spartan but clever interior with all the tactile buttons, and you have the climate control button on the dash and all that. And I'm wondering, why would I buy that Toyota? This car, sit here and look at you have the dual screens and you have the head-up display. apart from some lack of storage in the front here, between the seats, I really can't find any good reasons to buy the Toyota. Now at 40%, 122 kilometers indicated, and an average of 205 watt hours. But I'm sitting here, the adaptive cruise and the lane keep thingy is doing its thing. The lane keep is good, not perfect, but good. It does its thing. You just sit there. It's in some ways, many ways, this right now on this road here reminds me of the Mercedes EQC. It's quiet, it's comfortable. Of course, it's not as quiet and not nearly as powerful, and you don't have that sense of. But the interior here is elegant and clean and uncluttered, is the word I would use. Oh. Speaking of the lane assist, there it suddenly dropped out, and now it's back again. But that's okay. It beeped at me, so I got to know it. I like this car as a place to be. It's a place you really just want to spend many hours. So with that regard, maybe you should get the big battery pack, because I think this is the small one, considering the range. When it started off at 67%, it had 270 kilometers or whatever it was. So I do think this is the smaller of the two battery packs. One is on 67 kilowatt hours and the other is on close to 90. I think, I don't remember exactly, but put it in text. Of course, if you do 300 kilometers, 250, 400, that's fine. The big battery should do over 500 kilometers. I think at least. They say on the door of the car it does 500, so say 450, 400 kilometers, that's not bad. Consumption numbers for this car isn't really that bad either. I don't know what a Model Y would do in this setting with this weather, but it's not very relevant really. Cruising at around 200 watt hours, and that's not bad at all. Try just really different drive modes, and the Eco and the normal and the sport standard, I think it's called. Doesn't really matter. And in sport, it sort of picks up and goes rather nicely, and the e-pedal has become very good. It's not quite on BMW and Tesla level of adjustability, but almost. And that's high praise. We're in a tunnel now. So quiet. So let's sum this thing up then. I got Robert with me again.
Hello.
You just had a short trip in this car, but what do you think?
Well, as I said, what was the first thing I said when I got into the car?
Same thing you said with the Model Y. You want me to buy one?
Model Y? I didn't mention about Model Y.
No, but you said the same thing about the Model Y.
Yeah. Of course, because it was an easy car to get in and out of.
Why do you think people buy crossovers?
Well, I had this first impression, and as you know, first impressions are maybe one of the most important impressions. So
True.
I think it's a very nice car. Nissan has done something right about this car. They haven't dropped a car full of faults. The light is not disturbing. Maybe the light from these two screens could have been a little more
you can adjust those.
dimmed.
What you have here is a day and night button. So
Okay.
with your eyes, that's day mode. It's night mode.
That was much better.
It is better. And I'm sure you can dim them even more if you want to. I haven't bothered. Don't bother me.
I think they will sell a lot of this car as they have done with the Leaf.
I just hope they can produce this in proper mass production now, but they never did that with the Leaf.
Yeah.
Leaf is sort of always been a side project for them. I mean, they could have produced 1 million Leafs by now if they wanted to.
Of course, but I think Nissan has done right with this car. So
It's so quiet.
I think that was something I have noticed when I got into the car. It was very quiet car.
Really
Not much. That you almost don't hear the tires. So the roads are wet today. It has raining, dogs and cats.
Even with those huge mirrors, because they are big, which is nice. It's pleasant for me as a driver. Normally that creates a lot of wind noise because of physics, but it doesn't. Just, like you said, they've taken their goddamn well time because it's their first new electric car in 12 years, and well, by that time Tesla has launched 4 models. But you know, so they could have done more. But it's a really competent.
BMW has launched what?
2, 3 actually. The i3, the iX, and the i4.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
if you can compare this to the iX is bigger, but it's not that much more space in it.
No.
And it has sort of the same interior, buttons and everything. And
What's the price?
I can't remember. I think it's probably started around 450, 500.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So you have this. You have the Toyota, which I hope to get test soon, and you have everybody else, the MGs and all of that stuff, and of course the Model Y.
Yeah, and also, but well, it's a bigger car. The Fisker car, man.
There's it's a bigger car, but this is a big car. It's a much bigger car than because it looks so swooping and egg-like. It sort of covers it up, but it is a very roomy car. This, but yes, I also think the Fisker is bigger. It's probably more. What's the word I'm looking for? God, I can't see that corner. Because it's more squared off, so it's even more spacious, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
the bus.
Daddy bus! Oh my word!
We have to test it one day.
I'll try and get my hands on one. I'm just really impressed.
That is also this for the Arya the Arya bus. I think it's the 2 cars I have been looking most forward to this autumn.
Yeah, I agree. And this is one of my top favorite cars now.
Yeah. For me too.
We were charging for 10 minutes or something now.
10 minutes.
Well, arguably a shared hypercharger, but still, so
we got 16 kilowatts. The battery was on 32% when we were finished.
Yeah, and we started off with 8 or 9 or something like that. So that's okay. That's okay.
But well, I think if they can deliver, Nissan will do great things with this car.
Yeah, you see all the Leafs going about.
Yeah.
So this is a much better car than the Leaf ever was. The only thing is that is a downside. There is no front care.
No.
And that's a bit sad because Nissan could do better. But apart from that, that's about the only complaint I have actually. And the sound system could have been a little bit better. But this is
a basis model.
I don't think it's the high up model, no, because it's a small battery pack and all of that.
I think it can get better.
Probably you can get it. Yeah. But it's not a bad sound system. It's just
it's a good basic.
It's decent.
It's a decent basic.
Yeah. Consumption numbers here have been good all the way through. As we mentioned the weather, and you've heard me going on about it all the time. Impressed.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Sorry for the lack of content, but like I said, things are busy. People have the waiting lists are so long that the demonstrator cars are just being constantly hugged by people who are actually going to buy cars. So I can't really argue with that. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And
see you in another car another time.
take care. Bye bye.
Bye.